What's good, YouTube? What is good? It's your boy Rah, man. Back with another top 10 video for you guys. And in today's top 10 video, we're gonna be looking at the top 10 best strike supers in the game. Now, I said in the last top 10 for the key supers that if you guys gave 20 likes, I'll do this video about the strike, and y'all smash that goal, man. So that's how I know that you guys enjoy and really like the video. So congratulations again. And now for the reward, you get the top 10 strike supers. Now, if I must say, these are not the best, oh my god, the best strike supers in the game, nothing can beat them. These are just what I find to be useful. If you have any of your favorites and they didn't make this list, comment down below. And if you enjoyed the rest of the video, remember to drop a like. So, as you guys know, strike supers are more close-up ranged skills. So, most of these skills you find, you can't really use them after a knockback. That's more for key. But for number 10 on the list, we have a fan favorite. You probably already know what it is. And there's Sledgehammer. Like, this is definitely one of the highest damaging strike supers, and because you can like combo a lot of things into it, boom, it's a really good strike super to have. So I'm starting off with something simple, you guys know it, Sledgehammer, 5285, and as I said, you can combo anything into it. Now for number 9 of the list is one of the few strike skills that you can use after a knockback, and that's Divine Retribution. Now if you just do the first input of it, you'll get a damage of just, you can call it 3k, but where this move shine is when you do the second input, right? You can basically go into any move that you want after that slash. So the first input, second input, and then you can just go into any move that you want. Granted, the person is stamina broken or have low stamina. So let's look at it again. Boom, second input, and then you can just go into apocalyptic burst right there. So the effectiveness of this move is really the second variant. Now for number 8 on the list is probably another move that you guys see a lot, and that's Rah Kage. Now this move does a whopping total of 4.3k, so would it be the highest damaging, but guess what? This move actually has super armor, so it basically goes through attack that your opponent does, right? So if Piccolo could just boom, right there, you see it went through his attack because the move has super armor. But so it does decent amount of damage, and it has super armor. Also, you can use it after a knockback. So the move, all in all, is one of the better strike super moves in the game. Now for number 7 on the list, we got Eagle Kick. Now, so Eagle Kick is another really good strike super move, and another popular one that you guys might have seen. So it does 3k damage around there about, but one thing about Eagle Kick is after you use it, you can go right into attacks. So after you use it, it's basically an extender. Use right into attacks, and this move also has super armor on it. So if we put him on super 1, so there you go, the move also have super armor on it. So number 6 on the list is a move that you can also use after a knockback, and that's Justice Kick. Now if you just do the first input of it, you get 3k damage. However, if you do the second input for an extra bar, you get a whopping 7.2k damage. Now, so not only can you use it after a knockback, it does hella damage. But wait, if you just only do the first input, after you knock back your opponent, you can follow that up. So this move is not only an extender, it does high damage. What more in a move can you ask for? This kick is definitely one of my personal favorite moves in the game. Now this is a very popular one, and that's Savage Strike. Now Savage Strike is basically Vegeto's version of Super God Fist, right? So you just punch your opponent in the face. So the first variant is 3k damage, but it also has a second variant for 5k damage. Now Savage Strike, basically you can use anywhere after any combo. Cause one thing you will notice about Savage Strike, it just glides to your opponent, right? So after every knockback, it's just gonna glide to your opponent. Even with the second variation, you can just any knockback you use, bam 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 bam. If your opponent has stamina, they can vanish off the second variation. But the first variation, if you get them in a knockback, they can vanish out of it, right? Now, for number 4 on the list, we have Justice Blade. Now, Justice Blade, not only it does decent damage, as you see there, 5.2k, but you can combo ultimates in Justice Blade, right? Boom, bop, boom, 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 boom. So, Justice Blade is useful because you can basically combo a lot of ultimates in it. So let's see, Justice Blade again, then Apocalyptic Burst, bop, bop, boom. So the reason I love this move is just because you can combo a lot of ultimates in it. So if you catch your opponent lacking with low stamina, then you can just use it, and it's fast enough to be used anywhere in the combo. Now, these skills are what I truly believe are the 3 best / most useful strike skills that you can have in XENOVERSE 3, right? So, for number 3, we have the new Demon Flash Strike. Now, this move is actually a counter. So, let's see if I can get him quickly here. Alright, let's see if I can get him. So, not only is it a counter that does 5.8 damage, right? It's also can be used as a regular skill. Now, this is why I feel like this move is so good. As you saw earlier, it can be used as a counter if you just press the input one time. But if you press the input again, you do this close-up grab and then Rasengan to the stomach. So boom, Rasengan to the stomach. Now, one thing about that is when you catch your opponent, they can't limit burst out of that. So as long as this move connect, they cannot limit burst out of it. And now, let me show you something crazy about that second variation, right? So let's put his recovery off. So if you catch your opponent in a stamina break, hit your opponent back, boom, you can just loop that, and just boom, and just loop that, and just boom, and just loop that, and just boom, and just loop that over and over again, man. Now, number 2 on the list needs no introduction, and that's Super God Fist. This could easily even be number 1, but personally I prefer the number 1 to this. Alright, but yeah, Super God Fist, I know y'all see it everywhere, everyone runs it. It's an annoying move to deal with because it's so quick. So after you use it, you can follow up the move, right? So we all know it. We've seen it everywhere, Super God Fist. You can use it after any combo. It's super quick and you can follow up after it. So that's Super God Fist right there. Now for number 1 on the list is my personal favorite strike skill, and that's Soaring Fist. So if you hold down the input, you get 4.8k damage, right? But if you just tap the input once, you can follow up that and just tap it once and you can follow it up, right? So it's basically a combo extender. Boom, and any move that you can extend your combos into is a very good move indeed, right? So the first variation of it does 3.2k, but as I said, if you hold it down, you get 4.8. So it's an extender, and reason why it's number 1 and one of my personal favorite strike skills is because of the pose, man. Look at that pose, like you just look so cool dishing out that punches, man. So there you have it, guys. Those are my top 10 most useful and best strike supers in Xenoverse 2. If you guys learned something or enjoyed the video, consider subscribing and dropping a like on the video, and share this video if you find it useful, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Boy, I'm a legend, but bound my presence. Don't test me, I'm ready. My drip like Rah Kage. See you and I, we both had nothing in common. I move like Kakashi, I do shit abroad. Let's go, let's go. Young Shinobi from the unknown. Said I gotta show that I'm with it. I got gusto, not tell false. I kill them, we all cut throats. Had to put the work in, show them what the work is. Came up from the bottom, now I'm up though, ayy. Stuck up in the trenches, now I'm on my lit shit. Give me serious, one punch, hold on. What the fuck, ayy? Pass up the race, gotta show them I'm playing when I ain't above the stakes. High like a satellite, we can get a